A man found himself thrown into prison, but surprisingly, he felt elated. He discovered there were no towering walls here, and guards were few and far between. What puzzled him was that all the inmates worked diligently without a single attempt at escape. Just as he was wondering about this strange phenomenon, the warden stepped forward to explain. This prison never relied on violence to control inmates. Instead, it used collars worn around their necks. If you think those are just decorative accessories, you're dead wrong. Every prisoner gets fitted with a collar and randomly paired with another inmate. Once the distance between any two paired prisoners exceeds 10 meters, the collars instantly explode. To demonstrate, the warden brought out two mannequins for an experiment. One was secured to a cart that drove away while the other remained stationary. As the distance widened, the next second brought a thunderous boom. The collars detonated instantly. No wonder nobody dared to escape. Breaking out would be tantamount to suicide. But Mike had a thought. What if two people ran together? Could they succeed? However, the warden's next words completely shattered his fantasy. The pairing was entirely random, meaning no one knew who their other half was. Moreover, a white line was drawn around the prison's perimeter, and once someone crossed it, the distance between pairs would exceed 10 meters, resulting in instant death. After the briefing ended, all new inmates immediately abandoned any thoughts of escape. Staff members then fitted them with collars one by one, activating them with infrared scanning. From that moment on, prisoners could only behave themselves. Attempting to break out meant certain death. However, on Mike's first day, the warden approached him privately, offering to remove his collar. Mike was stunned. What had brought on this stroke of luck? Sure enough, the warden's tone shifted as he laid out his conditions. It turned out Mike had been an electrical engineer. A few days earlier, he had secretly infiltrated a bank with his girlfriend and best friend John, stealing diamonds worth $50 million. Afterward, they donned police uniforms, hoping to pose as officers and blend out of the scene. Unexpectedly, real police arrived just in time, blocking their escape route. The three thought their disguises would fool everyone, but their cover was blown, leading to intense gunfire. In the chaos, Mike seized a police car and sped away with the diamonds. Later, he met up with John and his girlfriend at their predetermined rendezvous point as planned. But he never expected his girlfriend to betray him. She had secretly conspired with his best buddy to kill Mike and keep all 50 million worth of diamonds for themselves. Fortunately, Mike had been cautious and hidden the diamonds beforehand. So the warden proposed a deal. To remove the collar around his neck, Mike had to hand over the diamonds, or else face a living hell in prison. Yet despite the threat, Mike refused without hesitation. He knew deep down that even if he surrendered the diamonds, the warden would never let him go. Sure enough, as expected, trouble came knocking soon. At 3 in the morning, the warden and his men suddenly burst into the cell for a search, discovering contraband hidden under Mike's mattress. In reality, this was a trap planted by the prison boss on orders. Before Mike could explain, he was dragged off to solitary confinement. The isolation cell contained a metal water tank. Mike was forced to climb inside, his body completely submerged in water before the lid was tightly sealed. The next day, thinking it was enough, the warden came personally to ask about the diamond's whereabouts. He expected Mike to surrender, but was shocked to find him casually enjoying a bath inside.
You must like it in there.
The warden naturally wouldn't give up so easily and ordered the prison boss to torture Mike. Soon enough, Mike was beaten nearly to death. Seeing he still refused to reveal the